There I am. Good morning, YouTube. This is real life. I'm awake. I can't see. Welcome to my 5:30 a.m. morning routine. So, as you see, I keep one eye closed as my eyes adjust to the light. Oh my god. Oh, I was sleeping so deeply. I think I was dreaming. Okay. I set my alarm over here by my coffee maker because this is where the coffee is. So I always set my coffee maker up to go off at 5:15. So I'm gonna have some coffee now. Coffee has been poured. Let me turn on the light. Okay. Now I can see. Yay. I got this from Amazon to hold my glasses. Wait. I can't do it. Oh, there it is. Okay. So, now that we're awake, now that I'm awake, I can actually explain what this video is. I might have already explained what the video is, but I was not awake yet. So, my 5:30 a.m. routine involves me waking up at 5:30, although technically my alarm is set for 5:25. And I charge it by my coffee maker because that is the only thing that has worked in preventing me from hitting snooze and going back to bed. So by the time I don't know, fall over myself to get to my phone in the mornings, I'm up and I know that coffee has been made, and so I can pour myself coffee and then I come back to bed with the coffee, prop myself up, and get started on the list of things that I do in the morning. It's a very short list. So right now everything's checked off because I check it off every morning, but then I don't uncheck it. But there's my list. I have woken at 5:30. Woken? I have woken? I have awoken at 5:30 without hitting snooze. The next thing I do, someone's yelling outside. Living in the city, what? So I'm gonna use my Insight Timer meditation app to meditate for 5 minutes. So I just go straight to their little timer option and I have it set for 5 minutes. I switch up their ambient music. Sometimes I use silence and sometimes I like to use their ambient music, but right now I'm just working on 5 minutes at a time and that's hard enough. Good morning. Massive pimple. Oh my god. It feels so much bigger than it looks. Oh, what the heck? Whatever. During my meditation, I try to visualize myself holding a big set of double doors closed. Like I'm in this room. It's like a stone room and it's big and echoey, but there are these huge double doors and I'm putting my hand on them and I'm holding them closed, and that's where the thoughts are. So when thoughts start to creep in, it's almost like I wasn't able to push the doors hard enough against the thoughts. So I just like to have that visual in my mind, because I feel like I need to have some sort of visual in my mind to focus on, to just let me be. That's what I'm trying to practice when I'm doing these meditations. I'm trying to be very mindful of my thoughts and try to just be, try to not really think about anything. But it's not possible to not think about anything. So if a thought creeps through the door, that's fine. I just push it back behind the door. Like, no, you're not invited right now for 5 minutes. Just let me be. So this is what I'm gonna do right now. I hit start and it's gonna go. Okay, that was tough. I have a lot of thoughts. Oh, ooh, there we go. This is not part of my routine, but, well, it is. But it's not explicitly stated. I don't have to write it down in a list. I know I'm gonna crack my back. Oh my God. I have a headache. That's unusual. I don't normally have headaches in the morning. I'm wondering if it has to do with this huge pimple. It is pressing on my brain, the root of it. My skin feels so dry right here. Maybe that's why I have a breakout. It's all the dead skin. Next thing I do is I read for about 10 minutes something that is not for school. So I have these books up here. I keep yawning because it's actually 5:30 in the morning. Okay. I have these books up here that I asked for Christmas, that my mom got for me. So the one that I'm currently reading is Suddenly Frugal. I'll read for 10 minutes, which is usually about a chapter, but I will stop after this chapter. Finished the chapter. Usually by this time, after drinking my coffee, I have to go to the bathroom, so I just did that. It is currently 6:06. I'm kind of going a little bit slower this morning than I would on a normal weekday. It's actually Saturday. I forgot to mention that. Yes, I do wake up at 5:30 every day, Monday through Monday, 7 days a week. That's 8 days, but whatever. Still waking up, still have that headache. It's gonna be fine. It's totally fine. Is it weather related? It's been rainy. Would that give me a headache? Am I just making things up? Anyway, so I have read, I have meditated, and the only other two things that I try to get done, that I have been getting done in the mornings, are doing 2 lessons on Duolingo, and also filling in the day before on my line a day journal. So I will actually do that now because I want to delay looking at a screen just a little bit longer. Let me just take a pause to explain a little bit how I came up with this list of things. So everything on this list are things that they don't take a lot of time, but they're things I do want to do every day, but found that I was putting them off until the end of the day, and by the time it was the end of the day, I was either so tired and didn't do them, or I didn't do them the way I wanted to do them. For example, Duolingo, it'd be the very end of the day, it'd be 10 o'clock, I'm falling asleep. I'm like, oh, I have to do my Duolingo, I have to keep my streak. But rather than learn something new, I would go back to something I'd already learned because I just couldn't focus on trying to do anything new, and I didn't want to do something where I might make mistakes because then it would make it longer because I'd have to, yeah, I mean, you have to do the thing again to get it right. And I would be just so tired. Like, I don't want to make a mistake because I'm so tired. I don't want to have to try and think about why I got it wrong. So, and I would only do just one lesson so I can maintain my streak. And then I wouldn't be meditating mindfully. I would just be putting something on to help me fall asleep, which is great, but I want to meditate to practice meditation, to actually practice mindfulness and having an awareness of what's going on in here. And then reading for fun, that's something that, because it's not attached to any sort of app that tracks my consistency, that's something that would fall by the wayside. And then finally, this line a day journal, which I've had since 2018, and I have been consistently filling it in every day for all 3 years that I've had it. But what happens generally is I will fill it in and then I will forget about it for like a week, sometimes more. And then I sit back and I think, oh my gosh, what did I do 6 days ago? So I built this into my new morning routine, just so all I have to do is, oh, I already brought my pen. All I have to do is think about yesterday. What did I do yesterday? And I just write it down really succinctly because you only get a very small little chunk. Oh, I'm just making sure you didn't see anything dirty, because sometimes that happens. Anyway, so yesterday was Friday and I did my morning routine. I usually will put when I do cycle, but I didn't start with cycle. I had a 9 a.m. class. Then I did 12 p.m. rage ride at Cycle Bar. That was a fun ride. And it kind of started drizzling, and so it just made it really epic. Then I did some work from home, and then I took a nap. I was trying to read for school, and I was just so tired, and my book was so boring that I took like a 2-hour nap, which is very unusual for me. I also like to see what I did this day last year. The most interesting is to compare it to 2018, because for the first 3 quarters of 2018, I was married and not separated. So yeah, in 2018, apparently I went to personal training. I shattered my phone screen. I remember that. I was taking Harley out and I dropped my phone and shattered my phone screen. Filmed so many videos and edited 2 of them. And then I went to King Charles III rehearsal in the evening. Directed by Tyler. I love this. Next year is my 5th year because it only goes for 5 days. And I'm probably gonna get another one. The last thing is doing French, 2 French lessons on Duolingo. So I'm just gonna do a couple of lessons, but I'll do them off camera and then I'll check in to close this video out. All right, there we go. Currently it is 6:20, so in 55 minutes, I got all my things done. Probably made longer by explaining things to you and also having to go to the bathroom, and also it's Saturday, so I don't feel any rush. Originally, this morning, I was planning on going for a hike. However, it is gonna be raining all day today, and when I saw that on the weather report, at first I thought I can still go for a hike, that's fine. But the percentage chance of rain kept going up and up and up, where it started at 30%, it kind of ended at 70, 80, 90%. And I thought, this is a 9-mile hike and I don't have a raincoat. And then of course, because of cycle classes being all outdoors right now, there are not even any cycle classes to go to. The good thing about the rain is that I got to finally film this video because I've been meaning to film it. I didn't want to film it on a morning that Tyler was here because it's hard enough on him, I think, that I'm doing this thing at 5:30 every morning and it's preventing him from sleeping in just that little bit. He wakes up pretty early, but I think he'd rather not have someone waking him up at 5:30 inadvertently. But there are worse things I could do, I guess. Anyway, back to the point of the video. One of the reasons that I am doing this, because I don't think this is for everyone. This is not something that I think everyone needs to wake up at 5:30 and meditate and read and journal and practice a language. No, it's only if things are important to you. If you're finding that there's some things that you're not able to do during the day that you know they wouldn't take very much time, I have found it very helpful to just wake up that much earlier, like 30 minutes earlier, to get those things done. And I like the morning. I prefer the morning. It's as quiet as if it were late at night, but I'm a morning person. I am not a night owl. So it's got that quiet solitude of everyone sleeping with the added perk that you get to start to watch the sunrise. As of right now, it is still dark, but I'm starting to see the sky lighten just a little bit, but it's also going to be a very overcast day. But sometimes when it is a clear day at a certain point in the morning, the sun starts to just glow through my curtains, and there's this just chunk of time, maybe 20 minutes in the morning, where my apartment is just bathed in this golden glow, and I get to see that moment because I woke up early enough for it. So anyway, that's why I do this. I like to carve out that time. It's self-care. It has nothing to do with work. It has nothing to do with school. It doesn't even have anything to do with Tyler. It's just me doing my me things. And then I don't have to worry about doing them for the rest of the day. I know that I did it, and that feels good. And I'm actually progressing in French again. I'm actually moving forward, which is the whole point. So I hope you enjoyed this video, seeing my 5:30 morning routine. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comments, what time do you wake up in the morning? And are you someone who wakes up and has to immediately start getting ready for the day? Or are you like me, where you like to wake up earlier than you necessarily have to, so that you have some alone time? And then second question is, do you wake up at the same time every day, even on the weekends? I'm curious to know. If you enjoy videos like this, subscribe to my channel, and I will be sure to do more of them in the future. I want to do more kind of productivity, time management kind of videos. I'm thinking about sharing how I manage my school tasks. I've got about this much coffee left. I'm gonna finish it and then have some more. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye.